What up, 2K heads? 2K OG here with another video. This video is not a gameplay. It's not a pack opening. It's a warning to people who may play 2K a lot and spend money gradually through the year and not really realize how much they spent. Now, I know this is my first year being a content creator, and I normally spend a decent amount of money. I never go back and check to see how much I spent just because honestly really never wanted to know the true answer. And I will say this year, I know I spent more than normal, to the point where I got sick just checking out how much I spent. And I'll go into this with saying it is never worth it to spend this much money on any video game. Not unless you're one of these top content creators, and I'm not. Like I said, I just started this year. This is my first year. And I made a fraction back of what I spent. So it doesn't balance out at all. Most of y'all know that I do have a normal 9 to 5 type job. I also own my own business. And, I do make a little bit of money off of doing these YouTube videos. So my situation is probably a lot different from most of the people who watch and play the game. And I'm still telling you, it is absolutely not worth it. Like, even if I was breaking even, there's still a lot of resources that were put into this. But I'm going to just show you my team so y'all can see that, yeah, I spent a lot. I have a lot of unsellable cards. I actually have a decent amount of these festival cards that I got. Sean Bradley, Beasley, Kareem, AK. We just picked up Turkaloo. We got Ben Simmons, and I think this Wemby card was from a lock-in. Yao, I wound up buying him with MT. Right now I have right at 7.3, almost 7.4 million MT. But let me just go into some of the team, and you see the Dr. J's, Tim Thomas, Luau Dang, got the season pass, which I get all the time anyway, and that's not over the top, but it adds to the overall amount that I spent. Bunch of dupes that I actually pulled out of half boxes, because I think I pulled 3 pennies, 2 Shaqs. I pulled at least 2 Lucas. Jonathan Bender is a card that I got. 2 David Robinsons, Brandon Roy. I got the Wilt. Pulled multiple Currys, and then we had these where I got petted out of the festival. Who else? Not that Carmelo. I got 100 overall mellow out of a festival. We got Ralph Sampson, and I got Ralph Sampson before they got released all those challenges, so it was a lot easier to get them. So that cost me. I didn't get it from all those challenges that dropped after the fact. I was a little mad about that, but it is what it is. We got KD out of it. We got a crazy team, but again, no way can I ever say it was even close to being worth what I spent. But yeah, we got almost all of the best cards, except for GOATs. Like, when it comes to Invincibles, I think we have most of them, the top ones. I got 1,335 cards. I think that's just the locked-in cards. So we'll just take a quick look at this. I never pulled Giannis, Mike, LeBron, Bird, Davis, Porzingis. I think I did pull a Dirk. We didn't pull T-Mac. Like I said, Magic, See, Magic's saying it. Yeah, you can't even buy one. Um, we never got either one of the Jokers, the one from the event. I wound up taking Jimmy Butler and Pettit, I think. Um, I know I took Jimmy Butler. Anyway, Yao, I never got him. Shea, never pulled Victor or Tim Duncan. So, multiple cards that I never pulled from the best of the best. I think I pulled most of these. Didn't get Invincible, Ben Simmons, but got Edie, Magic. Yeah, I got a bunch of those. I wound up selling them. Well, I mean, just to give y'all a rundown of what my team looks like. Now, let's get into the part that really matters. How much I actually spent. Let me go up here. I don't think it's no information that I can't show y'all on here. Not sure. User account. Nope, can't go to that stuff. All right. I'm trying to remember where it's at. I thought it was accounts. Account. Yeah. Okay, payment and subscription. And I'm not going to go to payment method. Y'all don't need my information. Transaction history. And if we go from 9/1/24 to now, made me sick looking at it. Absolutely sick. Y'all see all of these transactions. I'm just going to scroll through them real quick because it's way too many. It took me a while just to get them all down. Y'all see I'm just scrolling. Oh, I thought it stopped. That's just in February. Then we have everything after February. Scrolling. All right. Now I put in 9/1. 9/4 was the first thing I bought, season pass, and we started off, buying normal stuff, 100 pack, 160. Now, I don't know if this shows all the stuff I bought on mobile or not. I think it might. I'm not 100% sure, but I know all the cards that I bought, like redeemed from PlayStation, stuff like that, those did show up. But all together, and this is straight up, no lie, y'all seen how many transactions I had throughout the year. I go back up to the top as I'm talking, and I probably won't get finished before I'm done telling you the number. But I've spent $32,831.68 on this game. I'll say it again, $32,831.68. That is absolutely ludicrous. Now, I know I was making a channel and, I was opening packs. Like I said, I used to have really good teams before, but I know for a fact it's never cost me this much. And y'all see all the cards that I don't have, like the LeBrons, the Wembys, the Yaos. And from the event, I open up multiple packs. Obviously, with all that VC, it's proof that I open up a lot. And still, I don't have Manute Bowl. I don't have, what's his name? I'm trying to find the guys. Taco. I don't have George Murison. I don't have, who else? Like Danny Furry. LaMelo. Lonzo. I don't, what I'm saying? With the amount that I've spent, I should have all of those cards. But I don't. And that's how bad pack odds have been this year. So when you look at it, it's not like I'm a guy that just spent a little bit and said, hey, I didn't get the cards. I spent a massive amount. Honestly, I would think that I'm in the top 1% on spenders. That's why I was getting frustrated with the lack of cards that I was getting. Okay, I guess it'd be easier to go through here, and then you can see all the cards that I don't have. So basically, I got one card out of the last couple festival packs with spending that much money. And I spent a decent amount opening packs, opening packs. Now, from season one, I mean, festival one, I did get all of them. And it was by default from opening super packs. And they still wind up giving me way more of those. Like, if you look at it, I guess you got to go to it like this way. No, I go this way. But I got all these, plus I already got all of them. But 2K were big on giving dupes. That's why I should have pretty much every card in the game. And I don't. And all I can do is sit there and think about how much money I wasted. Now, I did create a channel. It paid me maybe a tenth of what I spent. Maybe. Like I said, a fraction of what I spent is what I might have made back. So there's no way that anybody could tell me it was worth it. And I'm saying this, and this is me spending throughout the year. And also, my resources allow me to still be able to pay my bills. Now, some people get in a situation like this and can't pay their bills, or like max out credit cards, or whatever the case is. The cycle is ending in like 23 days. These cards will be irrelevant. Now, if I took this amount of money and bought RIL RIL cards, it would make sense. Maybe, because that's investment. I invested in myself. This is technically my second business that I'm trying to start. My lawn care business is good. Now, I can't complain about that at all. I do have a job that pays me really well. I was trying to get to the point where the money that I make from that job, I could subsidize it with the YouTube money and allow me to be able to quit. But I just want to emphasize, it is not ever worth it to even spend half of what I spent. Even if you spent half of that. Because when you look at it, what is that, 16,400? Yeah, like $16,415 or $16. That's a lot of money. You can do a lot of things with that. And, that's with just on packs and VC. This is money that I put into the actual game. This is not the giveaways that I did, because I've probably done, 9, 10 giveaways, maybe more, because I think one time I did like 5 at a time. So between maybe 10 and say 15 giveaways that I've done on top of this, plus buying the extra monitor, all the equipment to be able to even set videos up. I'm gonna say we're looking at probably 37,000 this year with everything, And like I said, it's not all of it's not 2K getting my money, because some of it was me doing giveaways for y'all. Some of it was getting the whole setup, the cameras, everything I needed, to be able to make videos for y'all. But on actual packs, I almost spent 33,000 in a year, one cycle. But $169 or $68 and some change away from 33. I'm not asking for nobody to feel sorry for me, because I did this willingly, but this is just me being transparent on what I did. Don't make the same mistake, because you can easily spend more and more and more, especially if you got it. That's the bad thing. It's like, if you have the money and, your bills are paid or whatever, and you decide to spend, and you're like, oh, my bills are paid. And then next week, oh, my bills are paid. And you got to think, we got Friday and Tuesday drops. And then these events cause me to spend more, because I, wanted to get some of the cards. But again, I don't blame nobody but myself. but I should have better stuff than this. This is just showing y'all, like, look, I did all this, and I still don't have everything that I should. I got 12 out of 27, so I have less than half of the GOAT cards. Why is that? Now, granted, I did pull a Dirt, and I sold him. I think I pulled a Tim Duncan, and I sold him. So that's 2. So that would still put me at 14. That put me right at half. And, well, hold on. Can't even say that because I bought Pippen, so that knocked one down. And, yeah, Pippen's the only one that I still currently have that I bought. So, yeah, it's 27 of them. That'd be 13. Still be less than half. And I only got 9 out of 37 from the GOAT to, the festival stuff. Again, it's a problem with that. But I don't want to keep lingering on about, how bad these packs were, pack odds, and how weighted stuff was, because we all know, y'all seen my videos and y'all open your own packs. How many times you got duplicate high tier cards out of half boxes? Devin Booker was going crazy in everybody's packs when the 100 overall was the highest you could get. The Invincible Dr. J became the super prevalent card right before season 7 or season 8. Season 8 is when Dr. J came out, right? Just check real quick. Yeah. So Dr. J, so season 7, at the end of season 7, everybody was pulling Invincible Dr. J. Oh, it's a good card, which it was. But 2K knew they was about to give us the GOAT card for free. So they give you that card, making you think you got a good card. I pulled them 3 times. I had already pulled them. And I pulled them 3 more times. In packs. Just repetitive. Giving you the same card. And not rewarding people for the amount of money that they contribute towards their pockets when it's all said and done. Because I'm paying them. And they're not rewarding me, with the pay. It's not equaling it out. Like I said, spending almost $33,000, I should have every card in the game. Or right at it. But I don't. And then locking in sets. Y'all remember when that was the thing? I got a lot of duplicates off of that. The very first lock-in I did, and it wasn't, no, I'll take that back. It wasn't even a lock-in. I did a lock-in, I did 3. And it was the pink diamond tier for the hidden gems. I had 3 pink diamond lock-ins done. I did the 250 wins in Showdown. The first one, when it was 250, I did that, and I wound up pulling a pink diamond Richard Hamilton, a card that I already had. That was one card out of like 40 something cards that I could have pulled. I pulled the duplicate card from a free, quote unquote free, because time is money, free grind. Man, I was so mad about that. 250 wins to pull a dupe, and I only had 3 out of 40 something cards. Make that make sense. 2K has went and not showed us the true odds. What they did was they tell us the tier odds, but they don't tell us the weighted odds that they have behind the scenes. So it's not fair. We'll give you a card from that tier at that rate, but we'll also give you duplicates, and it's normally the worst one. How many people have pulled multiple Wembys, Yaos, LeBrons of the same tier, especially in the same week or pack opening? But I've pulled multiple pennies. When you had Shaq as a GOAT card, yeah, that sounds like a great card. You had Shaq, you had LeBron and Giannis. Out of those 3, most people want Shaq the least. Pulled him twice out of 3 half boxes. Penny, I can't remember who was in there with Penny, but Penny was the worst one. I pulled him 3 times out of 3 boxes. But again, just a warning, just to let y'all know and be transparent on what I've been doing, so y'all get an idea. I promise you, next year, 26, I will not be spending anywhere close to this amount. I will still do pack openings. I'm going to start a no money spent, or maybe a little money spent. I'll call it that, because I'll probably buy the half pass every season, just to get a little jump start. But after that, I won't be buying anything. I'll be grinding a lot more. And if y'all are into that, hopefully y'all are. It'll help save me some money. I get y'all some different content out. I want to expand. I need to get back to I rate your team, or I help build your team, stuff like that. We got a lot coming up in 26 and I'm excited about. But one thing is for sure, I will not spend this much again, because you don't get rewarded for it. As much as I spent, I should have everything in the game. But it's not even close. But if y'all watched the end of this video, I know it was more of a talking video, more informational. I appreciate y'all. If you would, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, leave a comment, share the video. It all helps. I'm trying to get 4,000 subscribers before 2K26. We only have, I think, less than 4 weeks, right at less than 4 weeks now left. If y'all could, share the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. But I appreciate y'all as always. Until next time.